finished the last video by saying nobody is praising the way that video games are simulating weapons. Nobody. If you're licensing the Barrett Jackson or the Barrett 50 cal sniper rifle and the HK assault rifles, etc., etc., nobody that plays them is sitting there going, wow, that's so accurate. Because who out there really owns weapons and plays these type of video games? Just think about that for a second. I don't think there's many. The point I want to make, though, is that they're trying to simulate it. You can see it in the weapon write-up where it says accuracy, damage, etc., etc. And eventually players figure out what the good gun is and they just run with that. So everything else is just totally useless. And based on what the game is, the whole thing can become useless, and the whole progression and it's just a big giant waste of time. It'd be nice if those developers and those games would just fall flat on their face. Just flat on the face. No sales, nobody playing, nobody cares. But that's not how it is. And for some reason, the same game keeps being made over and over and over again. And they all have the same thing in common. Unlock weapon progression, character progression, ranking weapons, unlocking customization, unlocking other things, perks. And the history of games is, it's just recently, just in this PS3, and not even all the PS3 games in this console generation, that you even had level progression, even to go back and play again. You'd have to go all the way back to the beginning. So just jumping into the level 3 with this weapon, it's very, very rare. Even weapon selection before going into a mission is still pretty rare. So things are kind of new and things are kind of retarded. So the fuse has been lit on everything that's wrong. It's been lit. It's been burning for a long time. The only thing that players, developers, retailers, purchasing agents, retailers, publishers, the only thing that can fix the problem, the fuse, is if everyone agrees that unlocking shit is fucking stupid and does not make a game. Think about a game like Sim City. Imagine if you could only put down a road and one building. 2 hours later, you get another kind of building. 2 hours later, you could put a bend in the road. 2 hours later, you get another building. That wouldn't make a good Sim City, because you want to jump in the sandbox there. see what it has to offer, and have some fun with it. Well, in a similar way, most of these games these days are just locking everything and considering that the game. You got your weapons locked, you got your character abilities locked, you got all the levels are locked, etc., etc. Go back in the day, Contra. You could pick up weapons as you run, so you're progressing in a way along with the level. But otherwise, if you were at an arcade, you're dropping change in the machine to play, and you're not unlocking stuff. You get your character progression, but you're not unlocking anything. Here, everything is just designed to be unlocked. It's not designed to be fun, to be immersive, to have not a narrative storyline, but an action storyline. It's all geared towards the simplest way to make it, which is just lock stuff and make that part of the progression. I can't think of a game where skills, earning them, unlocking weapons is different, but skills and perks, and I can't think of a game where any of that shit matters at all, that you couldn't just have that from the start. Or not one. COD, they could give you all that shit from the start. Otherwise, I can't think of anything. Got Fuse, Syndicate. What's that one? They just made another one. Crisis. It's the exact same. Rank up your suit, your weapons, and it's just a stupid ass game.
I'm going in. Got it. I know how we can find the fuse.
Serious hardware, too.